Welcome to the Finding Your Church podcast from findingyourchurch.com. My name is Jeremy Phillips, and my goal is to help you make it a challenge for people to live in your community without finding your church. Now, what if there was a place where your church could get quality creative and technical work like graphics and video and logo creation done for a starting price of just $5? Now, one of the things that's going to happen as you begin to work toward improving your church online presence and improving your ability to be found online by potential new guests who might possibly visit your church is this. Now, you're going to have to begin to develop a list of online creative and technical projects that you need to complete to put this strategy in place. And that's really what Finding Your Church is all about, helping you put a strategy in place to get better found online. And so this list of projects may include completely redesigning your church website, or launching a blog or a podcast for your church, rethinking a new plan for your social media channels, creating graphics and that kind of stuff for these different areas, claiming and optimizing your local business directories and Google Maps, creating new logos for your church and individual ministries. So, obviously, you're going to approach these tasks like you would anything else. You will use whatever time management and project management systems and tools that you normally utilize to complete your many other projects and tasks. And so I typically use Evernote and break down my projects and tasks into notebooks and lists and next actions based on David Allen's Getting Things Done method in books. But there are, of course, many other ways to approach time management for your church and personal projects to help you get things done. And regardless of how you approach it, one of the things that's kind of common to everybody is that you're going to need to start with an overall list of projects and tasks and then break it down into smaller actionable steps to help you reach your online goals. And without breaking your larger projects down into specific action steps, you're never really going to accomplish anything significant, no matter how great your overall idea is. So once you do that, you're going to have some decisions to make. So now you have all these little tiny, aspects to the projects that you're going to need to get done. And sometimes that can be a lot of work and overwhelming. So you're going to have some decisions to make. Will you work through all of these tasks on your own, doing all of the work yourself? Will you delegate some of the work to volunteers? Or will you hire out some of the projects to get them done potentially more quickly and more efficiently? So part of the answer to this question may come down to whether you have more time, volunteers, or money on hand at the specific time that you need the projects completed. And part of it may come down to the fact that your current volunteers are overcommitted or not very technical or whatever. But no matter what the reason may be, you might come to the conclusion that you need to have outside help assist you in getting these projects done for your church. And of course, the issue with that is that it can seem expensive to hire freelancers and outside companies to do creative online technical work for your church. But I do want to say this, though, that yes, it can seem expensive to hire outside help, but there are times when your church does not have the knowledge, staff, or volunteers to get the job done in-house. And even if you did have the time, how much of your volunteer or staff time can sometimes be wasted trying to figure out how to do these projects effectively? You can sometimes even end up investing a lot of time into figuring out how to do these things on your own, and either, number one, not end up figuring it out and wasting your time. Number two, that you kind of figure it out, but not really. So you put in effort and time into something and even put an action plan or a strategy in place, but it makes little difference for you online. And three, you could spend a lot of time trying to explain something to a volunteer that you don't even really understand how to do yourself. And so I am not at all saying that you should not work hard and figure out how to do things on your own. That's something that you should be doing in every aspect of your ministry. But I am saying that sometimes it is worth hiring someone to do things for you. And this is especially true when you can get quality work done starting at a price as low as just $5. And so there is a website that already offers this. Thousands of sellers offering their creative and technical services, many for a starting price of only $5. And one of our free resources available at findingyourchurch.com that I want to recommend is our free downloadable PDF guide called Fiverr for Churches. Now, this guide and website that's associated with it really can help your church be more productive, especially if you're struggling with having enough time, staff, money, or volunteers. And I think, all churches and ministries probably struggle with at least one of those from time to time. So Fiverr is a site where you can get nearly any type of creative or technical online work done for you, like I said, for only $5. And the site is beginning to expand now and allow sellers to offer higher price services. But many, if not most, of the sellers, I believe, will still have options available for you for around $5. So this short guide shows you exactly how to get on Fiverr and how to find the people on the site who will do the best job for your church. And so when you get the free Fiverr for Churches downloadable book, you're going to learn what services are offered on the site that can help your church. You're going to learn how to create an account and use the dashboard, some tips to help you as a buyer on the site, how sellers are rated and how to choose the ones that are going to do the best job for your church, how to get bigger projects done with gig extras, and the services on Fiverr are called gigs, so you can get more things done for the gig with the gig extras, and how to search for and find the seller and services you need to do your project. And also, there's a lot of you who are creative and who are technical and who may be a good seller on Fiverr. And so I'm going to also, in that book, show you how to get on Fiverr as a seller and maybe make some extra money if you are capable of doing that. And so I have personally used the site to create video and fix some website issues personally and for business. And the sellers that I used did a great job. But there are a few tips that you're going to want to know before getting on the site that will help make your experience a great one. So I also want to let you know that when you sign up to get the free book, you're also going to receive an offer to take advantage of a reduced price on our full Finder Resource membership. Now, the Finder Resource is a step-by-step guide showing you exactly how to help your church get found online. And that reduced price is only available when you request your free Fiverr for Churches book. So here's what I want you to do. Go to findingyourchurch.com/Fiverr for Churches, and Fiverr is spelled Fiverr. So you go to findingyourchurch.com/Fiverr for Churches to get the link to download your free PDF guide. And so that is all for this episode. Now go and get found.